That's all right. 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're
Yes.
on. Yeah.
That'll be right. Just as it goes to going full on live, I get a coughing fit. Never anything perfect, is it? Oh, good heavens. Sorry about that. Anyone that's out there watching got a coughing fit in their face. Oh, goodness.
Usually we're giggling.
Yeah. So, hi, Leanne. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Roz, and you? I'm just turning off phones to mute.
Yeah, I forgot to do that too. I am fine, except for the fact, yes, I just took a swallow at the wrong time. And, yeah, just a message from a daughter that I just realised I'll answer in the next hour at the finish of it. So that's fine. And we've already got some comments coming in, so that's good. It's nice to have that reinforcement of knowing that you've done, well, at least half the right thing, because as I was doing the share the post and things around just my own sites, I don't know if you got time to do yours, but it's I don't like what the BeLive, well, whatever the cross-posting thing is, it just confuses me, so I like to do it manually. And I was thinking as I was doing it, I think I'm doing the right thing. I think it's the right link. So it obviously is for some of it, because we have got a couple of comments. That looks different. There's something in the background that's a little different this morning with how it's showing up on the BeLive background.
Hey, Cheryl, you get the eye on the side now. I noticed that last Wednesday night, actually.
Yeah.
So,
well, because I'm only doing it weekly, I didn't realise it was even that. So things change in the blink of an eye, or a week in this case, because I don't know when it turned up. You said it was there last Wednesday.
Wednesday night, I noticed it. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
So, yeah, they must have done it between Tuesday and Wednesday.
They must have done. There's another one. I think that was that one would have been, oh goodness, from the other night. I don't think that's a this morning one. It says 18:16, so that would have been last night. I can't have shared it then. I don't know. When did I? Doesn't matter. I might have had a notice up somewhere.
It's there.
Yeah.
I'm just cross-posting, putting the links on my page. So
yeah,
because I'm listening.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And it was as we were at, well, also as I was actually putting up the links to those various pages, that I realised, well, there is something to be said for consistency, because that's the word that's stuck in my head from the last couple of days. I've been watching some, I suppose they're marketing video type things, or, some of the how-tos and that sort of thing, because I'm looking into the Twitch platform, and because the Google Plus social media side of Google thingy is going away next year, around August, I think it is. And that itself has created an issue for those who are in that Google Plus community arena, which I have been. So others are just suggesting different ways and different platforms to use. So I've been investigating. And one of the things that just does come out all the time is the consistency. Yeah. And mainly in your regularity and following a pattern. I'm not much into following patterns, although I do to a degree. It's one of those Virgo things, probably. I like checklists, but when I write them down to do the ticking off the stuff, it's something that sometimes I forget where I put those lists to. So then again, I've got to start another one. And all of that around the consistency falls flat at times. So, it's just one of those things. Taking the breath to realign and be consistent. So 10:30 we do, I did. We've gotten on at 10:30 this time. So it's a good start.
Yep, that's it. I was a bit rushed.
Well,
I
it
looked
is.
up and it was like, oh my God, I got 10 minutes. And my daughter's going, Mum, I need to tell you about this. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
but we got there.
yeah. So, I mean, I know with everyone does things slightly differently, which I've been finding out with the various shows I've been watching. So I've had the time to be able to do that. So many different ideas. What sort of things is it that you actually use that keeps you a bit more in line? I mean, I like to
Oh,
use checklists. What sort of stuff do you use?
for me, this is a dangerous one because I'm pretty easygoing. It's usually, I obviously have my booking calendar and stuff that I keep a little bit on, my personal stuff on it as well with that side of it. But a lot of it's in my head. And I am a little bit well known for running a little bit late, especially with my social life with friends and stuff like that. So I guess I live a pretty hectic schedule, but a lot of it is in my head still at the moment. I know there'll be one day that will change, so that will be interesting when that happens. But yeah, I pretty much go with the flow a lot of the time, this sort of thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
that's a little one. Yeah, I go with the flow a lot too. You can't actually see what is in the, because I get the little picture of how the layout is of what I'm doing because
Yeah.
I've got the controls here. So you don't actually get to see that. Oh, I've got to just
No,
turn
it
off
doesn't
my
change my
Facebook in the
end.
background. I'm not
Yeah,
having that showing. Yeah.
that's close.
I'm not using the double screen factor. I suppose when I actually get my iMac, I probably will still use the MacBook as that second screen. But that's going to be another learning
Cool.
curve because I don't do that now. I've still got to learn doing that doubling up and following what's there.
Yeah.
Like, this comment stream, not consistent. Here's a consistency thing. It is something that actually shows up in a timeline so that you get the timestamp against it. Well, the way that mine's showing up, so that hopefully I don't
Yeah.
lose track of who it is that's next in line and that sort of thing. So, and I've just noticed there's one that's in line. That's the first question that we've got for this morning when we start doing, are we doing readings? Do people wonder, or that's something they're expecting because we're being consistent? Yeah, I mean?
Yeah. That's it. We keep showing up.
Yeah. Yes.
That's funny.
And that's a
Yeah, I
weird
love it.
thing.
What's that?
As I'm reading it, well, as I'm looking at in the back end, half of it sort of blurs out a bit. So I've actually got to read it on the actual screen like you
Yeah.
probably need to as
I
well.
don't like that. That was happening to
shows
me
up.
as well.
Yeah.
Yep,
That shows
it
up on
does.
your side. You can read that fully.
Yes, I can read that.
Good.
Somehow, because I've moved everything around in my office at the moment, this is the first time I have literally gone live with my new setup and I've swapped my screens around. And it's like, go to move the mouse to my left-hand screen, which is my secondary screen, and the mouse won't go there. It's still got to go to the right, even though the screen's to the thing. So I'm just trying to drag it back in front of me. Oh, my goodness. I didn't realise it did this.
Yeah. So for anyone out there watching the replay and everything else, do understand that it's sort of a bit of a learning curve on both sides. I got the new back end of, the updated back end of the VLive, not knowing what it's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I did find it annoying because I like to read the comments when they download, even though I've posted them up to the broadcast, because they are smaller down there, but it fades out.
Yes, it is. And that's what I'm finding. So I'm finding it a little difficult to read. I presume it's saying, hi, ladies, I just put in a resume for my work, but my anxiety's taken over and don't know if I'll get it or I'm doing the right thing.
I'm doing the right thing.
Because it's a little small. So, first question asked.
Honey, just breathe. Ground yourself and just refocus, okay? It's natural to have the anxiety to overthink things, but see that job being yours, own it when you go into it, all right? So that way you're creating that intention, okay? You're there, you're present, you're doing it before you've even got it, all right? Just breathe and ground yourself.
But it is yours.
Yeah. That's it. So, all right.
And that's what I felt when I was looking at it, and probably why I held it on there so long. Besides the fact I needed to read it in a bit more detail.
we get too much in our own head. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi, you beautiful girls. I'm just
Yeah.
loving your random lives this week, Leanne. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
They are very random. I was a little bit naughty.
It's,
I did go live driving in the car the other day home, but I did not touch my screen. I did not pay attention. I just talked. I think one lady got a little bit offended, but to me, it was no different than talking to a person sitting in the car next to me. I was probably more aware of the road without having another person there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, with that
one of those
one,
things.
I only caught it because I get your notifications when you go live, and I
Yeah.
only caught it just as you were finishing, I think. So I didn't
Oh,
have a chance
okay.
to realise, oh, what are you doing? You're actually driving. My initial
Yeah,
instinct was anger because I used to be an AMBO and I know the
yeah,
concentration factor, right? Volunteer ambulance officer,
yeah,
blah, blah. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from with it, but I still advocate don't use phones whilst you're
yeah,
driving at all because it
yeah,
does take a portion of concentration away. But
yeah.
hey, everybody has their own responsibility if decisions are made.
That's it.
So I'm not going to be
I've
the
now got
grouch.
a phone holder mounting in my dash.
Hmm.
So I put my phone there, it sits there, it sees me, I don't have to touch it. So I sat in the car before I even started the car, I set it going, put my seatbelt on, set it going, started the car and drove out of the thing and didn't have to touch it until I pulled up in my driveway and turned the car off. So
Yeah.
I've got trees
Just
attacking me here.
yeah. So, yeah, random lights are a good thing. And that's where with the, I mean, they are, but yeah, the legality of that, check it first. The thing, because I think even if it's on while you're driving, it's, I'm
Yeah,
not
the rules have
100%
probably changed a
it's
bit
specific.
lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But with the random lights, it's why I'm enjoying looking at the other platforms as well, because there's just so, I mean, there's millions of people in the world that we can reach and help with whatever we're doing. Even with this, people are coming in and wanting answers to questions. And searching through some of the other platforms, I still haven't nutted out that one yet. I still can't understand Instagram for the life of me. It's it's just one of those. To me, it's just pictures. And Pinterest, to me, it's just pictures. I've never really gotten into the why, but there are so many people who are consistently putting on their thoughts and their feelings or their products even, because for some it is a way of selling their products or services or whatever. I'm not into that myself, but it's something that, hey, we do put in time that is worthy of being paid for. It's that energy exchange that in our culture, it's money and other ways as well, swaps and all that sort of stuff. But it is honestly being respectful and honouring what we each have to share. So I share back, back and forth. And it's been a very interesting time in the last couple of months since Mum passed. Got to find something to do. And I'm doing it.
It's a big difference, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. And we all do what works for us, but it's about being consistent in our life. For me, it's turning up at expos and, whether you have a good one or you have a bad one, you keep showing yourself. People get used to seeing you there. It's the same with a everyday job type of thing. We keep turning up, we do what we need to do, sort of thing. The consistency we put into it, the focus on our jobs and stuff like that. So the more we're consistent in our life. And I think for me, when you sent me the word consistency this morning, I thought, to me, it's about being consistently true to yourself as well. And sort of things. They start with us and work our way out, is my feeling. With that. That's where my head went.
Yeah. I think too, at times where our intentions are, and I mean, for me, years ago, starting on the journey, it was even before I was, starting on that sort of moving away from my partner, my husband at the time, and moving through divorce and the rest, because I'd changed so much and wanting to do so much. And part of it was, meditate every day and get into that inner self. I'm still doing that. I'm still working through that. We're never finished, but consistently showing up with those questions to their own mind, to actually feeling what you are feeling in the heart and being true to self. It is that.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be on a set timeline of daily. It's just being consistent with asking those questions. And the questions themselves can change, but it's that consistently working within self so that's what shines out, out and about. Yeah. I love going out and about.
Oh, exactly. And you know what? We've got the choice whether we want to, I did put that on silent, stand, whether we want to stand. Oh, maybe I flicked the wrong button. There we go.
Oh, look,
now it's on silent. Yeah. And it's funny. It's interesting because my daughter was talking to me this morning. I'm sure she won't mind me sharing a little. She actually met up with an old boyfriend that they broke up. They went their different ways with uni and whatnot about 12, 15 months ago, or whatever it is. And she met up with him for a cup of coffee yesterday because he's back in Adelaide. And she said, Mum, he hasn't changed. He's moved out of state to a uni, and that's it. He doesn't really have a proper job or anything like that. He's just focusing on his studies. She goes, it was awkward because I've grown so much. And it's made her take that step back since then and look at what she's achieved. This sort of thing. And then to go to work, she said she got called into a meeting and the boss has acknowledged what she has achieved and congratulated her on that 12 months and, giving her more responsibility. And she's like, oh, my God, I have grown. And I thought it was great to sit back and watch her without me have to go, Eb, look at what you've done. She's realised it on herself. And, that's her consistency. She is just turning up, doing, 110% of what she needs to do. And she keeps putting herself and moving forward. So, it was a proud mum moment at that stage. So it was incredible. And we've got to choose whether we want to sit still or we want to move forward. We're in control of that, but be consistent in what you're doing.
Yeah, and I think it's also great, as in that being the reflection of you and the example that you're making as well to those around you, because it is what we have in family and relationships like that is, that growing factor, that learning from each other. And, it's not always just a monkey see, monkey do, but it does have the influence, and it's nice to see. Oh, it's nice. It does, like you said, the proud moments that we get.
Yeah,
so
I reckon. So, hey, Amanda.
About Mum.
And can you tell me if my mum is okay, please? Yeah, honey. I do feel that she had a lot going on health-wise with that side of it. I'm getting the heaviness to the chest, the lungs sort of area with that side of it. So whether she was around the lungs, the chest, the breast sort of side with the health issues, I feel there's still a lot of sadness around her passing. Your mum makes reference to wiping away your tears at times. Excuse me. I don't know if mum had trouble talking or communicating, but I do get the blocked throat chakra around that. So whether that's for her or yourself, but I do feel mum is very much at peace, resting well is the reference I get. I feel that she was very tired by the time it came around to her time to let go in that way. And that's why she shows me it was her letting go. Okay. So my heart goes out to you and she sends her love. And
I just pulled that off the top of the Gilded Tarot deck that I've got, just sitting here waiting for what I'm led to. My eye went straight to the light at the tip of that sword. So the Queen of Swords, it is about ideas and thoughts and that type of intellect and what she's taught you. It just shines that through that card to me as far as like reinforcing what Leanne had said, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I love her mum's energy. She's beautiful.
Oh,
hey, Tay. We love her reading.
That way. Is it easy to read like that? I'm just trying to read it, but I did it to the smaller screen of us so that I can read. So how it's happening in the near future. I'm just going to use because I will use the cards just as a deck for you, Ty. Foundation and achievements, and go to solo for that. I think the base that you're creating for yourself, it's going to be quite a solid one. It's giving you certainly those challenges that are for moving forward. In some way, I'm feeling that you're going to be moving into working in more to the earth factor. I'm feeling earth in that connection. So rainbow is always a good one because I love rainbows anyway. But it's the earth is that grounding factor that actually gives you solidity to build onto. The fact it's showing the house there and that family that's looking towards the house. Feel yourself what you're feeling as you're looking at that card. But it does to me indicate that there is movement forward in growing and improving what you've already got. Your base is good. So grow and move forward with what your instincts are telling you to move forward into. And I don't know if you do. It just feels like gardening or something, working in the earth in that sort of immediate part. What do you feel?
Yeah, I got it's about holding together. So to me, I felt like very much the family united, sticking together, looking at the foundation, look at what we've achieved. So I want to say, take a moment, honey, and now it's probably a perfect time. And I think I said this in my video the other day. I was encouraging people to take a step back, do the reflection, look at your achievements this year and look at how far you've come. Give gratitude for that because we have done a lot of hard work over the last 12 months, every one of us. You may not realize that you've been doing it, but we have on that soul level. And when you let that go and open yourself up, there's going to be big things coming next year. All right. So I do get growth. I get positive energy around you, honey, with that side of it. But I do feel that it's important to take that moment to acknowledge that pathway that you've travelled as well with that. Okay. So I wish you all the very best with that.
Yes. Yeah, I do feel quite positive around that energy there, that groundedness. Oh, that's what I'm feeling anyway. Thanks, Ty, for the question. We've got Anita. I'm hoping that you can all see that. Don't forget to share this out and around as well, hitting the, I don't know what you call it, the like buttons and stuff. Trying to be consistent here, stuff that I'm supposed to mention to go along to. Go from all these videos, I've learnt lots, but do I do it? Anything to talk about from loved ones? I think that's that's pretty much more of a general one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I get the older. I don't know if I've got father figure or grandfather figure. They're probably both very much the same on Dad's side of the family. So to me, if Dad's not passed over, I've got the grandfather figure stepping in. If Dad is passed over, I've got him coming in but acknowledging how similar he is to his dad, your grandfather, honey, with that side of it. I do feel like I've got a little bit of a taller, stronger person that would stand very straight. For some reason, he's giving me pain to my neck, my head, base of my head with that side of it. I just also get the reference to, honey, is the need to hold your head high and own who you are. So whether you've been doubting yourself a little bit or your confidence isn't there in the way it normally is, I just get the reference to look at that change around that side of it. Okay. So all the very best. I hope that makes sense to you.
Rachel, wasn't it? I think I was on the right one.
That was Anita.
That one's a new one.
Anita. This is a new one. I was ready for Anita. Will we be able to buy a property we dream of in the next 3 to 4 months?
And yes. I did draw the car from the Lenormand and I got a yes straight away, but I also got that. It's just the bouquet flowers. I'm not 100%. Did I do that as a solo? No, didn't hit it.
You're right.
So you can see it better. Yeah. So it's just to me, it's just the message, yes, success, congratulations type of a bouquet, bunch of flowers. It does have other meanings in the book, but I'm not referring to them. My feeling is around that. It's a yes.
Love it. Yeah. So, love when we use that intuition with the cards rather than the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, and there's one from Lorraine. It's another general. It would be nice it would be easier if there was a little bit more of a pointed, not pointed, directed question.
Yeah, more direct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will answer that. All right, Lorraine, honey, I get the feeling there's a little bit of sadness around you at the moment. I feel like that emotion is building up. So whether it's just emotion, everything happening, things being hectic, the energy is very hectic around you. I just feel that emotion's building up that you just need to release it, to let it go, to feel better, sort of thing. So I want to say, rather than fighting back that emotion, just allow it to flow and you will feel much better, because when you push it back, you're manifesting that side of it. So just allow that to move. I do feel things are heading in the right direction for you, honey. I do feel there is a little bit of anxiety for yourself as well at times. I want to say, just acknowledge that. Take a step back, ground yourself. Get down the beach if you can. I did that through the week because I was feeling really crappy. I just needed to get out of the house. And I sat there and on the rocks and my feet in the sand and just breathed the fresh air. We were lucky to see some beautiful dolphins swimming in front of us. So I want to say, take some time for you. That's really important at the moment, is time for you. Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Lorraine, for that. And we have a hello from Alice. So hello, Alice, if you are still there. So sometimes, because that timestamp was about the 10:40 and my clock's telling me it's about the 10:57. So there is a bit of delay in how long it takes to actually get through the list. So just mentioning that, because be patient, and if we get to the end and you still haven't had yours go through, well, that's just the luck of the draw. I try to step through in the timeline rather than going all over the place, but that's just me. So we've got one there that is about Kerry and Jaden. So thanks for that question, Sandra. My first feeling around that was that I'm seeing the picture of a togetherness that's gone into that next level of a relationship that's serious. So whether that means there's an engagement coming or they're already engaged.
It's mother and daughter.
Sorry, it's mother and daughter, is it? So you know them.
Son. Well, sorry, I did say daughter, son.
Son, is it? Yeah. Oh, see, some of these things I don't know and don't pick up, but it's the next step of something that's deeper.
Sandra is mum to Kerry and Jaden is grandson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I felt around it. There's a deepening of the relationship. So you might want to add something more.
Yeah. And I do feel that things have been up in the air a little bit there lately. I know you've been going through a bit, especially the last couple of months there as well. I feel that things will get better. All right. So I do feel that things will get back to normal. Okay. I want to say, look at people's health as well at the moment, because I just feel like you're all sort of fighting things or worn down. It's had enough. And this is where, okay, thank you. So it's just acknowledging the fact that we've got to look at what's going on in their physical, because it's actually been happening in our energetic field for a while now. So we've been holding on to those energies in our energetic field, in our aura. And when we're not letting it go, the bodies are now reacting in the physical. It's that time of year, okay? The weather keeps changing, which is not helping me to be able to fight this virus that I've got. But, it's taking the time, it's nurturing it ourselves. I want to say, don't allow others to tell you how to nurture you. You know how to nurture you on that true level. So I want to say, take that time, do that nurturing, acknowledge, let go, and be ready for what's to come next year. Okay? I think that covers so many of us at the moment.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so thank you for that, Sandra. And it's good sometimes for a person to read that's got a little bit of background.
I've been fortunate to read for Sandra a few times. Sandra's a beautiful lady.
Yeah.
I met.
I think we're all so unique, and I think that's what creates the I don't know, the energy that we are, being able to just trying to think of the word for it. I mean, we don't, it's that there's not the thing about like, dislike, and all the rest of it. It's just being who we are in different relationships, and each of us being that unique person. We're all perfect where we are, which leads into this next one. I think it is with Jen. I have a funny feeling I've seen this question before as well. Not today, but I've seen it. Have patience. I'm just getting that word of patience.
Yeah. Do you know what, honey? It's coming. I do feel that relationship will be there, but I feel that both of you have things that you both need to work on before able to have that relationship. So do the work on yourselves, and it is in the timing. Okay? Communicate between each other. Help each other.
Wondering whether what I saw earlier was more for these two, because it was next in line, and I might have been reading ahead.
Yeah, we do that occasionally.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful.
We've got a
so good luck with that, honey.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I am heading in the right direction in my life right now. I got yes, honey, with that. Okay. I do feel there's another child around you coming.
Is that this card?
I want to be a baby there.
I don't know. This is I'm taking this as now. Who was I doing this one for?
Halia.
This was Halia.
Haley.
And then I'll go like that, just to show that, because I got the snake. Now it's not always I think usually it's to do with deception and the rest, but I don't think it is in this. I like the fact, like looking at it, there's the forming of that infinity symbol.
Yeah, that's what I was drawn to.
If you're seeing that and feeling that there's another baby there somewhere and the rest, it almost feels like that forming of something new. It's creating that infinity, which is, it's a double cycles of what life is and what it brings us. And the fact that there's fruit, regardless of what the old, the fruit in the Garden of Eden and all that sort of stuff, it's still about possibilities and feeding what we have potentially in front of us as well, in my view, what I'm feeling from that. So take it as you see from what the card presents too. So I've just got to move this down slowly and go back to the joint, two of us. There's things that you forget when you're trying to do all of this in the background type. Now we've got one from Lorraine. I don't think I've put that up before, have I?
No.
Lorraine? No.
Hey, Lorraine. Morning, ladies. There's so many messages for me today from Spirit, please. Oh, okay.
I'm seeing a whole forest of trees.
Trees?
Yeah. Just as I'm looking at that message, squinting to read it.
Is that because there's a Christmas tree in the background? The beautiful family.
Is there? Oh, right. Yeah. No, I hadn't noticed that. No, it's, the trees that I'm seeing are more a pine tree, but I think probably almost like your, what's an example that I know of? I mean, we used to do forestry over on Kangaroo Island, so it's the Pinus radiata in plantation form that I think I'm actually seeing. There's productivity, so very organised.
I think we did do that one before because I spoke about the father and the grandfather.
And
bye, honey.
Okay, this is where I do get a little lost with some of the names repeating at times. Have we done Katie?
No, we haven't.
You've got a better memory of me.
Yeah, I'm just loving the synchronicity of today. We're talking about consistency, and I mentioned about my daughter and the conversation we had before. She's just walked past and gone, "Mum, I'm going to the beach." I'm like,
I love the place.
She's so much like her mother. She needs to be there to ground.
I
love it. I presume she's meeting friends down there. I don't know.
It's a beautiful place. Yeah.
Oh, and it's supposed to be quite warm today too, so it would be good down there. Yeah, she could have taken her sister with her. Okay.
Sometimes we don't want them around.
Oh, yeah. 19 and 15-year-old, yeah, they don't want to hang out together.
Yeah.
All right, honey, let's focus on Katie. Katie, I get you're very much in your own head at the moment. I do feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, and you carry your stress around your shoulders, your head area with that side of it. So I get the reference to letting go of that at the moment. Okay. I do feel that it is the need maybe for yourself to ground and breathe and allow that energy to flow. Okay.
Oops, yeah. And I hit the wrong solo. The card that I pulled as I was tuning in, and you start saying about in your own head, well, the swords are more to do with your intellect and the head and the mind and the thinking and that type of thing. You've got so much happening there, it feels like it's coming down all at once. So I think that's quite the right advice, is that breathing and just allowing it to actually just move through or past, not grabbing hold of anything. There'll be something that you need to focus on as one, not, with this it's the 10. It's a completion of something as well happening, and it's, to me, it feels like you're needing to focus on the one.
Yeah. I have just got rid of most of my family, all their noise and carry on going out the door, so you have to excuse that. I shall have peace and quiet now.
That was Katie's, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Right. So this we don't have to close. We just move on to the next comment then. I'm finding out new things all the time from these.
Yeah.
In the background. So Bree, we haven't had Bree yet, have we?
No, we haven't, but I feel like I'm focusing on a wedding. So I don't know if you're going to a wedding very shortly or it's your wedding. I just get the celebration of the rings, the joining of two around you, honey. So if it's yours, congratulations. If it's not, enjoy.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a group of people is what my sense is.
Yeah, the celebration.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Katie,
we've just done that.
Yes.
Yep. Well, I get answers soon, and my son get better. We are in the women's and children's at the moment. Oh, honey, I send love and healing to your son with that. Okay.
Tense time, but yeah.
Keep asking the questions, hun. Okay. I don't feel that they have a clear picture of what is going on, in the sense, and obviously you're still looking for answers. I want to say trust your instincts, because I feel that you have ideas or you've got your thoughts. Ask questions around those thoughts, because I think you are more intuitive with your son than what the doctors are in this case. All right. So I do get you'll get answers, but keep pushing. There's more testing to come. Okay. I feel that things will be okay. Things will settle down. For some reason, I feel like you're going to be there for 2 or 3 days. So whether you're there for 2 or 3 in total or another 2 or 3, I'm not sure. But I'm just getting the 2 to 3 days with that. Okay. So wish you all the very best. Like I said, I send love and healing. Okay. I actually got a older figure around her as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to say there's a grandmother figure around you that is there with you in spirit. Okay. So very much keeping an eye on things.
So this was the Tammy we were just, because I went backwards and I lost my way.
It's okay.
Whoops. So, we have a hello from Yvonne, which I presume is her first hello. I wasn't looking backwards for that. I was looking for something else and then got lost.
I hope you're well, hun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As with everyone, I hope everyone's well. Unfortunately, the sun there wasn't. So, yeah.
Well, and staying cool today. Hi, guys. Who's around me? And do you have any health advice for me at the moment? Did you want to start on that one, hun?
I'm just trying to figure out health advice. There's something, I'm feeling a little bit more of I'm just wondering if there's anything around the throat, something that's...
it's funny because I had to take a drink with the energy.
It almost feels like there's a bit of an allergic-y type reaction to something. So I'm figuring, and I'm no medico, it's just what I'm feeling at the moment, because I'm looking at message. It's something that you're eating's not quite right. That's giving a bit of an inflamed allergic type response as far as a health thing goes. And also it's with the throat area too. It's also a bit indicative of something that you're needing to communicate that's probably not being expressed. Either you're too fearful of expressing it, or it's not being understood fully and you're still trying to explain it out. Trust your own instincts around what you have to say, and you do. It's that focusing that inwards to understand who you are so that you can put that out as your true self rather than trying to please somebody else to have them think something other than who you are, if you get what I mean. It's basically being who you are in essence rather than trying to satisfy somebody else's opinion of you.
Yeah.
And I've lost
I'm
which
sorry,
one
I
it was
thought
we were answering that to.
Alice.
Was it?
That was Alice. Yeah.
That one.
Sorry, guys. I thought I actually hit the mute button when I had to cough, but I obviously didn't
Oops.
hold the button long enough. So, Alice, I'm very much with Roz. I was drawn around the throat. While Roz was talking, I couldn't clear my throat enough, sort of thing with that. I do feel there is something going on around there. I want to say find your voice, be able to allow those words to flow with that side of it, okay? I get you've held on to things for years, so I want to say acknowledge that stuff and let it go. Now is a really good time to move that. So, but I'm very much blocked around the throat chakra with that side of it. Okay, honey, so I wish you all the very best with that. Stand your ground.
Exactly.
I hope we've done that one, hun.
Go past that. Oh, God.
You're going back the other way.
Oh, I'm
We've
trying
done
to
that
go
one.
forward. What have we done now?
Go past Alice. Alice was your last one.
Well, I'm up to an Amanda. She did have throat issues. This is a response back to something that we'd already mentioned, wasn't
her
it?
mum. Yeah, she didn't have throat issues and ended up with no voice. Oh, okay. Suffered horribly. Thank you this week. Today, it's so very raw.
Oops, sorry.
Honey, it's all right. Just breathe, honey.
Too quick.
That's okay. I'll go back and look later.
Beautiful, Mr.
My mum was a beautiful, missed her so much. Yeah, beautiful. Just, I want to say, close your eyes, still your mind, and feel her arms around you, the beautiful warm hug. All right, 'cause she's very much around you, and she feels that emotion.
And it's something too that grieving doesn't have a timeline. You just need to
allow
work
yourself
through that.
To take the time. Yeah. We all grieve differently. We all need more time, less time.
Now that was that one. Have we seen this one from Josh?
No. Good morning, ladies. Can you say anything for me? Have any advice? Oh, Josh, I don't know if you get a little bit of anxiety, but as soon as I connect with your energy, I look at the breathing side of it. So I'm drawn to the lungs, the breath. So whether you need to slow down and breathe or you need to look at the lungs, I'm not getting warning signs around that, but I do feel like I need to be focusing on your breathing in that way. Okay. So I want to say take some time for you as well. For some reason, I feel you keep things very close to your chest lately. So where you're carrying a lot of stress, the tension around your chest area, and that's where you hold on to it. I do feel there's the need to de-stress at the moment with that side of it. Okay. I feel like my blood pressure's gone up with you. So I don't know if your blood pressure is variation at the moment or you're looking at your health. I just get the reference to focus on that at the moment. All right. Things will be okay. Just need to take some time for you.
And the picture that I saw in my mind as we put it up was driving. I don't know whether you like driving, doing some road trips or that type of thing, whether that's the way that you actually release tension. It seems to me like there's going to be a little bit of driving coming forward. Just be careful on the road, but it feels to me like it's something that's a pleasure for you. So, have fun. Yeah.
Joy.
Brooke.
The very open questions today.
They are, aren't they? There's not much that's coming up that's specific.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So for Brooke.
Okay, Brooke. Oh, you're a thinker, honey. Very much in your own head lately too. All right. I keep hearing music around you, honey, so I don't know what the music reference is for yourself, but I get the reference to look at the music, look at the way it's catching your ears lately, okay? The spirit's trying to get your attention, so trust your instincts.
And I'll just show that as a solo. The card that I pulled was Memories of Love. Memories are great things to have, and they can be really, what do you call it? Something to ponder on to the depths, but don't get too lost in them is the message I'm getting with that one. So,
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's nothing more on that one, but just don't get too lost in them. That was Brooke, wasn't it? Did we have this one?
Yes, about 3 times.
Okay. That's the thing.
That was when you were seeing the forest of the trees.
Yeah. I think that's just a below at the moment. And Katie, Spirit, please. I think we've done a Katie.
We have.
Read Katie. Dana, we haven't had her so far today. So I've put that up there. Yeah. I want to leave now.
Okay. She's talking about moving now.
Previous, yeah.
Okay, honey.
Yeah.
See that house coming. See them having room in that shelter for you, honey. Okay, it will come. All right. Try to focus on the future rather than in the moment. Okay. Set your boundaries. Protect your energy. Okay, it will happen, honey. Sue, I'd love a reading. Thank you. All right, Sue, I get a lot of exciting energy around you, honey, but I do feel like it's very hectic at the moment. So whether you just need to take a step back and take some time for yourself, I do feel that things will start to settle, but the excitement will stay there. Okay, there's growth. There's a lot of new beginnings coming around you that will bring that growth. Look at the opportunities being put in front of you.
Is it easier? Oh, well, I suppose I better put that back to that. Is it easier having the comment there all the time as we're doing the reading, or dropping it? Because I still haven't figured out a consistent way of doing that yet.
Okay. I've got the actual video running, the live on my second screen. When you had us two side by side, the comment actually comes below us. So with not that button.
This screen.
The full screen, you can see us and the comments over us, which is now covering the wisdom. If you go back to the other one,
there's a time delay from when I've done it to when it shows up on the live stream to everyone to see it. So that one looks better. Is it easier to see the full?
Not the full one. No, the other one. That one. Because your message, the message actually comes below our pictures in the dark.
Yeah. And now there's going to be a delay until the full card comes up and that is taken away. So for Sue, that's the card that I just pulled as she wants a reading. It's just a general one. I can't even see what number it is. Anyway, wisdom's a pretty self-explanatory thing. Yeah. So it's just using what you've gained in your life already from your life experiences is what I'm being told. You know what you have within, and it's the using it with wisdom rather than just it's all knowledge. It's how you're using it. Go with your intuitive inner self and your heart to know which part of that you do know to be what you put out and what you're using in your life to run with it, if you get what I mean. So that's what I was getting from that, and that was for Sue, wasn't it? So that looks better on the screen. Okay, so next one, I think we did we do All right, I'm going to leave it as that one.
Times.
I'm just going to go up and you tell me to stop. Would that be easier?
Keep going.
And
Yeah.
we've done, we've already answered that.
one.
Sharon Jones saying, Sharon's just
Hi,
saying
Sharon.
hello. Hi. And now
Sharon.
scroll.
Natalie,
so
we haven't done.
Natalie, we have done, haven't done.
No, we haven't. Well, I see my dad this year. I must say no with that, but I don't feel it'll be much after the new year. So to me, I don't feel this year. It's probably early January, I feel like.
My reaction was there's not much time left in this year. So that was what I first had come through. So, yeah, like you said, it doesn't feel like it's that far away, but it might not be this year.
It's coming, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the next
Definitely
one.
Coming.
I'm just going to go running through some of these. I know we've seen Dana.
That one
many
times.
Have we had? Yes, we have done that.
We've done that one.
Because I remember the Jaden and Kerry, you mentioned that one before.
Just wait anything for Billy, miss him. Okay. For me. Did Billy have stomach issues? And so I don't know if there were health issues around the stomach. For some reason, I got indigestion. I feel like I had alcohol with that. So whether his body would react to alcohol or he would get that heartburn from beer sort of thing. Because I don't drink beer, but I felt like I was tasting beer or smelling beer then with that side of it. I do feel that Billy was a little bit of a cheeky energy with him as well with that. Now, I don't know if he relates to the motorbikes, honey, or you do, but I want to put the 2 wheels. I need to acknowledge the 2 wheels, the motorbike, with that side of it. So I hope that makes sense to you. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of pride that comes through too. Okay. You talk to him. Keep talking because he's answering. Trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, because Spirit will talk back to you. Okay. But he is very much around you, honey. All right.
I'm sensing too the 3, as far as I know. For me, sometimes it takes Spirit 3 times to get the message through. So potentially just be aware if there's things that happen 3 times of similar nature, it could be that factor happening.
It's him communicating.
Yeah. Have we answered Brooks already?
Maybe a special card, thank you. I don't think we have.
No. My instinct, my intuition is just saying, look, you know what your spiritual path is. You're just not looking at it.
Yeah. Look at what gets put in front of you.
Focus on it. Yeah, looking forward.
Yeah. Just I mentor people, I teach people, I run online workshops, honey, and that will kick back off in February if you're interested, so keep an eye on my page. But I want to say just look where you're drawn. Take note of what's being put in front of you, what you feel, you think, you see, you hear. It's there. You've got the intuition. It's about understanding and strengthening it. Find books. If you're drawn to books, read books, do mini workshops, whether it's with myself or others. Just look at what's out there and what is being put in front of you and go where you're drawn. Okay? I wish you all the best with that. I love watching people develop and find their intuition.
Yeah, and it's trusting yourself, that inner self, isn't it? It's just Sue responding to the reading we've given her. So I'm just trying to.
The time's not quite right, honey. So Sue, I would. It will happen. Yeah, it will happen, but the timing isn't quite right. So there's a little bit more foundation work to be put in place before you go down that pathway. All right. So I'm going to say, look at everything, cross your T's and dot your I's before jumping in. All right. When you do, the timing will be there. You'll know things will really flow. Okay. Wish you all the best. How exciting. Yeah, I've been a stay-at-home mum for the past 5 years and need to get back to work next year, but have no idea where to go or what to do. Which career path is the best for me, please? I want to put you around children. Sorry. So whether you're looking at childcare or something where supporting children, I just feel like I'm focusing around that.
And it's something you've had the
Study.
experience with over the last 5 years. So, I mean, it's fresh in the mind. It's an interest that you may still have, even though you may feel you want to get away from that area because, you know, the break from motherhood sort of thing. Yeah. I think it's a comfort area for you. It's what you know, and you actually do love it.
Yeah, I want to put study books in front of her too, so there'll be partly study with it as well.
Probably formalising it.
Yeah, it could be.
Have we done Lois in the next few months?
No. Hey, any good news for me next year? Yeah, hun. It's okay. Now I get frustration around you, honey. It's kind of like you want to achieve bigger and better things. You want to move forward, but you're not sure how to. But the fear takes over, and I feel like you pull away from that a little bit. So whether you just need to give yourself permission to be happy and know that you deserve those good things, those opportunities. When you accept that you are worthy of that, I get a lot of growth. I want to say you've been through a hard time. There's a lot of energy that has been holding you back in the past. You've done that groundwork, honey. Allow it to flow. So take that, like I said before, if you didn't hear me or haven't joined in at the beginning, take that time to ground yourself, to breathe, to reflect, and look at what you have actually achieved, and give yourself a pat on the back for that. And when you acknowledge that and let it go, you'll move forward with leaps and bounds, and I get big, massive smiles, positive energy around that. I love your energy.
Yeah, what I was feeling was the monkey mind type of thing happening around the head, you know, so much. It really does reinforce needing to let some of that go.
That's it. And sometimes we can be our own worst enemy and hold ourselves back.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't let some of that go, what are you allowing space for? None, unless you let it go. So,
and Spirit's just drawn me to the fact that, and I guess I'm doing it too, we need to let go of things. We need to let go of the energy and just go with the flow. Don't allow others to dictate to us. Don't allow others to control us. Be yourself, be true to yourself, and shine in that way. It doesn't matter what others think when you're doing that tree work that comes from the heart, because it's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just flipping through a couple of the comments, because this was half an hour ago, and you remember how we said wondered if Alice was still here? Yeah, she's still here.
Yeah.
That was half an hour ago.
Beautiful.
She might still be here now. And thank you.
I love it. You're welcome, Lauren.
I mean, we haven't got much time left because it just goes so fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So, I'm getting there, hon. I've been a bit run down, but I'm getting there. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Carly is a lovely lady I met in Victoria.
We had done a bit of a reading for Carly, did we? Yeah.
No, not Carly. Rachel, we have.
So we didn't do for Carlia. Oh, she wasn't asking.
No, she's just saying she hopes we're both well. Yeah, she's just saying hello. I love messages like that.
We did answer one for Rachel, did we?
Well,
this is where my memory just goes.
Question.
It's a question, missing something. No, you're not looking in the right place is what I'm getting. Why? I don't know.
Okay.
Just as a quick response.
It'll move, but there's change needed. Yeah.
It's almost like there's a cabbage leaf being lifted up. That's the image I'm getting. There you go.
You said cabbage leaf. I see the cabbage dolls, or whatever they're called.
Yeah, they were something like 25 years ago. Yeah. It's funny, though. I've seen a video where they're actually using baby dolls as therapy for aged care. And it was a very interesting video. Yeah. In aged care. I know it just brightened up. It was interesting, and horses and other things too. Now, different therapies. And it was baby dolls.
That's not interesting.
Ones, but they looked like real babies. So
well, your high school kids usually, some of them walk around with those baby dolls that cry and boo, and you got to feed to teach them what it's like to be a mother, sort of, or a parent, sort of thing. So that's interesting. Yeah,
It was just
stimulates
so they'd
mindful, I
nurse
guess.
them. I think it was just to have it. Just you could see the faces lighten up on the oldies. It's
Yeah.
in being able to
Happy
hold them
memories.
without
Yeah.
fear of dropping them because they'd be hurt.
Yeah.
They were dolls, but they still reacted the same as if they were live. It was fun. It was interesting watching it.
It'd have to stimulate the brain for some of them.
Yeah, just memories. It's dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever. Yeah, it was interesting. As we're talking about it, looking at a knee scan.
Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, you'll get answers, honey. So I do feel there's wear and tear. I get a bit of arthritic energy there. For some reason, I don't know if you've hyperextended, but I feel like I'm looking at cartilage. I don't know there's a lot they can do for it straight away, though. I think it's something you're going to have to nurture for a little bit.
Well, and I'm feeling, from whatever they find out anyway, it's your own decision whether any suggestions they may make, whether you go ahead with it anyway, depending on what level of pain you've got, whether you feel it's worth it. So, consider before doing anything is just what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
And Tammy, we might have to make this one the last one. It's spot. This one was. Oh, did we?
Okay.
Yeah,
her son was hospital sick.
Have we answered?
We haven't done Paula. No, not today. Hey, honey, I hope you're well. Is a man from the past lying to me about my daughter? Yeah, I got honey, with that. But I also struggle that you find it hard to believe that he could do that.
Right. I think there is a trust issue there.
You've got it. Yeah. Yeah. I get yes, unfortunately.
Yeah. So sometimes, that's what listening to your own gut instincts about things. It's what our intuition is. Trust what you feel. And that's part of the learning curve of what we're here to experience with the people that we show up with. So, and the why in some respects. No one's sort of saying that while life itself isn't actually easy, it does give us the challenges and the rest. If we're not challenged and stretched, we don't grow. And you need some of that sort of thing, like a garden. There's areas that need weeding, areas that need feeding, areas that need, the sunshine, some shade, all the rest of the variables that we get in life. So thank you to everyone for being here on our live show, on our chat. As explained to start with, I'm still slow at doing this, and it does take time, and there's always too many comments to answer in the 1 hour session. And unfortunately, it is about the time that we allow for doing this. It doesn't really allow for much going over time for myself anyway. And you too, Leanne. We have other commitments. So is there anything that you want to finish? Yeah, is there anything that you want to finish off with, Leanne? I know where we can be contacted is whether the direction, what do you call it, description and links are that way, or whichever. You'll find them. They're in the show notes somewhere. So
that's it. So they can contact our pages. We've got like 108 comments today, so that's really well and very good. 109 now. It's still going up. So thank you guys. We do appreciate you joining in and the feedback and everything with that. And we do just ask you to share our pages and ask your friends and family to join in and more the merrier. But I want to say, I guess what I'm really drawn to, and I think it's more so because of the end of the year, what the universe is doing at the moment, acknowledge what's going on around you in that side of it. I think we've lost Roz, but that's okay. She'll come back in a sec. Acknowledge what's going on. Do the reflection and make sure that you give yourself the pat on the back for those achievements, no matter how small they are. When we focus on that stuff, we're focusing more on the positives than we are the negatives. This year has been a really good year, okay? Now, a lot of people are going to go, really? I want to say we have been tested in a big way this year, but it's been a positive move. It's really moving stuff on that soul level. So we're being forced to look at that stuff as it comes up. If you choose to look at it, acknowledge it, and let it go, you're going to find you're going to move forward into big things next year. If you choose to hold on to that energy for one reason or another, it's going to stop you from moving forward. So really, is it serving a purpose to hold on to it? Be your beautiful selves, shine, be true to yourselves. And when you do that, you'll see, you'll form the right tribe, the like-minded people around you, okay, that will support you in what you're doing. And I think that at the moment, I really think it's right to have, is the timing to have that right tribe around you, okay? People that are coming from the pure light, the true self, that will support you no matter what.
That's right.
Support, not control. There's a difference.
Yeah. It is. And it comes from your own center in putting out who you are that attracts who you need. And that's pretty much all I'll summarize it as, because we're each unique beings and we have that energy we're putting out. Being mindful for yourself, what is your own fit, what is your true self. It's only you yourself that would know that, what that inner soul is. So I'll end the broadcast now. I disappeared. I don't know why. I touched nothing. My hands were doing nothing, and it just I went down back into the lobby. Don't know why. So it's the anomalies of technology. So next week could be the last one for the year, isn't it? For us doing these ones, and they'll follow it, because Tuesday itself is Christmas Day, New Year's Day, of course, is Christmas Day. So we won't be having those two. They'll be missing. But you never know when we might each pop up, ad lib, doing something.
That's it.
And maybe this platform, another platform, or whatever. So just keep an eye out. Enjoy what you do in the next week, and we'll hopefully expect to see you back next week about the same time, same space, and etc.
So
and live well. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see you.
Breathe and ground.
Yes.
See you all.
Bye for now.